Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at this pretty bad IV Shadow Shiny Marowak. It actually does pretty good anyways, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, let's have a little fun with this green machine here. The Rock Slide did get rebuffed, so it's pretty much back to what it was before. Going up and down with these moves every season is kind of really a little goofy here. We're going to be pairing it up with more Morpeko, which did pretty well for us, as well as Corviknight. Now, on Corviknight, we do have Air Cutter, as well as Payback. You could switch up those moves if you want, and this is honestly not the most solid team I've ever built or anything. I was just kind of messing around. I'm not really taking Go Battle League serious like I used to, but I still do like to get in some of my battles once in a while here. So I did power this up. This is going to be my first Marowak, even Shadow Marowak. I have the shiny or the Alolan ones powered up, but this is the first one of these that I've ever powered up, and surprisingly the thing did absolutely amazing. Look at this. What are the chances that I encounter another shiny Shadow? That right there is algorithm 101, and I don't know how I'm beating them. Did I get like an extra quick move in or something? Are they lagging? Because I have 0 attack, unless that's like a worse IV than mine, which is highly unlikely, but I'm very confused. What an all-around algorithm situation here. But taking out the Empoleon here, going for a Mud Bomb, or should I say a Bone Club, up against the Malamar, bringing in the Corviknight, the tank of the team. This is what's going to be the tank for you. Morpeko is going to be, I would say your glass cannon, and then Marowak is just kind of in the middle type of thing, right? Does fairly well for me, so that's why I'm bringing you these battles, so you can take a look. Now, I do use Pokemon that do fairly well a lot of the times as well. I just don't bring you the videos for Go Battle League as much, okay? Again, I just don't really like to do it as much, and I tend to go on pretty big rants. I'll try to avoid any rants or anything like that for this video, and we'll focus on the gameplay here. But yeah, going up against the Clefable, we're going to be able to get to another Bone Club here, which is great, getting stabbed. You could go with Earthquake. We're going to be taking that win, as they have no more shields. They use both shields, bringing in a Talonflame to farm me down, bringing in more Morpeko, and this is going to pretty much one-shot the Talonflame here. We will be able to raise our attack every single time we use this move. So yeah, pretty OP, I would say. I think they need to debuff this thing. Yeah, it's very squishy, but good lord, it's just so overpowered. So what's going on here is, no, they're not frozen. They actually closed their app out once they realized the game was over and they lost. So instead of just simply backing out, they closed their app out. So this is why it's looking like this. I'm not taking advantage of nobody. The game was over, I won. Okay, I just wanted to leave that in so you understand. All right, moving it on to the next battle here. We're going to be leading with the Marowak the entire time. Met with the Deoxys defense form. Of course, that's the only one you're going to be using in Go Battle League. Going to be going for that Bone Club here. Rock Slide, I mean, it's not what you want to go for unless it's going to be doing super effective damage. I mean, that's pretty much the case. Anything that resists ground, just like that. We went for the Rock Slide up against that very nice shiny Mandibus. Bringing in more Morpeko here, going to be able to resist pretty much all the moves, but even that Dark move, did you see that? Look, it did half of our health, and we're Dark type as well. That did quite a bit of stinking damage. That's pretty crazy. So I guess it kind of justifies it doing so much damage and then just continuously raising its attack. But with Thundershock, it just makes it so spammy. Look at this. Look at this little mouse on a roll here, just destroying the team over there. And at this point, I think we'll go ahead and let that go. Yeah, let's go ahead. Morpeko, you do what you needed to do. Bring it in the Marowak here. Gonna go ahead and get off the Bone Club so they don't throw a charge move and take out my health. Even a Fire Punch would do a decent amount. The ground types are getting pretty screwed, all right? So you're going to be weak to grass, ice, and water. And you're going to be super effective to steel, rock, and resisted by flying and bug. So yeah, and grass too. Ground type's good. But yeah, I'm enjoying this thing. If you should you make one yourself? I mean, yeah, why not? If you have a pretty good IV one, absolutely. If you're into PvP, sure. All right, next game, absolutely horrible lead up against the Greninja here. Gonna go ahead and swap into Corviknight. They're gonna be retreating with quite a bit of energy on that Greninja. Bringing in their Charizard, and we are going to be going for that Air Cutter. I kind of want to use a Elite Charge Team to get Iron Head, but I don't know, Payback has been helping me out. I could even go with Brave Bird, but then that's just going to, you know, lower our stats and leave us vulnerable. But that's kind of like a last stand type of move. Also, if I'm going up against, I don't know, like Rock or something like that, something that resisted Steel type, at least I do have Payback that can actually just go through them and do a decent amount of damage there. All right, so Greninja is going to be thrown back into the battle here, using up that energy, taking out the Corviknight with a little bit of health there, bringing in more Pekko, going for the Night Slash, and we're going to go ahead and, of course, go for the Parabolic Charge here, or should I say Aura Wheel? I was thinking of the other thing. All right, and at this point, I'm thinking, let's go ahead and shield this up and see if we can Thunder Shock them down. And we do. Oh, they swap at the last second. So take a look at this. This little Morpeko, this thing is just a disgusting glass cannon. So we have a Bastodon. Very nice shiny, by the way. Our attack has been raised by 1 stage. So this is 2 stages raised, taking out the Bastodon. And now we should just be able to quick move down. Yeah. Oh, Charizard 2. There they go. Yep, and we're taking the win there. This team did pretty all right for me. I know this is the lower ranks, but that doesn't really matter anymore, especially with the enhanced algorithm that they've been just cranking up every single season. And also, a lot of the players are becoming more skilled, and it's the beginning, and more of the, you know, more seasoned type of players are, you know, just now playing as well. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and go for the Rock Slide here. And, of course, it's Corviknight, so we're just, you know, that's what we want to throw. Still doing a decent amount of damage despite them being part Steel. And we're getting to the next Rock Slide here. Do they want to shield? I would assume so, and that they're going to farm us down. Of course. That's why we should have shielded up 1 charge move ourselves, but hey, it is what it is. Bringing in more Pekko. It's just going to be more energy here for us. We'll let this go. Just an Air Cutter, and they're going to be retreating and bringing in Carbinks. So I do have the Corviknight, which could do good damage, I suppose, with the quick move, but we're going to go ahead and stay here, see if we can get another shield or at least take them out, and we're going to be getting that shield. Sounds good to me. And we'll go ahead and swap at this point here, and we'll go ahead and shield this Rock Slide up. Going for the Air Cutter out of desperation, trying to raise the attack. This is not going to do much. They're Rock type, of course, we're not going to take them out, but we are going to be able to build up energy, and we still do have a shield. Rock Slide's really not going to threaten us too much here. And what are they going to bring into the battle? It's going to be a Dragonair. Did they catch? I think they caught. They did. A very nice catch on that Corviknight, which had absolutely no health. That was very nice there. Okay, so that's the kind of stuff that will help you pull off a win that you otherwise wouldn't have. But unfortunately for them, I do get to another charge move. But that was still a very nice attempt to take that win there. I'm going to go ahead and move it on to the next battle here. Marowak into Togekiss. Tell me you have Peck. And they have Peck. Sounds good. So, Aura Sphere, or Peck has been enhanced, right? It's better now. So, you know, a lot of people are going to be running that on Togekiss, of course. So we're going to, go for the Rock Slide here. They're going to be shielding it up. And we will shield this up to get to the next one because it will take them out. And at that point, we will be able to have both of their shields, and I'll take that. Sounds good. We have Corviknight in the back that can handle them otherwise. So they let it go, holding onto that shield and bringing in a Dartrix. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in, of course, the Corviknight. They swap into their Lapras, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Morpeko to go up against it here. We will be able to outpace them, and we will be using the shield on this thing, of course, because all we need to do is get back into the matchup with that Grass type with our Corviknight, and it's pretty much a wrap, right? That Dartrix doesn't stand a stinking chance. All right, this will be enough. It should be enough. Should be close. Oh, yeah, easy money. Let's go. All right, immediately swapping, going for our charge move, and Corviknight, of course, is going to it's not going to KO here. Yeah, they're going to be able to put up a little bit of a fight. Air Cutter is not that great. I'm starting to really kind of realize this. It doesn't really raise your attack too often, personally, for me, and it's an okay bait move. Okay, it's an okay bait move for sure. It's just not cutting it for me. I think I might change it. All right, we have Corviknight itself. Correct. So what do we got here? We've seen this before already. We can beat them technically if we shield up one of these. So we'll let the first Air Cutter go because you do want to just take the normal damage as opposed to the one where they do raise their attack potentially if that happens. So we're letting it go again. We still haven't learned our stinking lesson, huh? Okay, are they going to shield? Same freaking song and dance. Here we go. Of course they're going to shield. Why did I let the other one go? So stupid. All right, whatever. We'll play it again just like we did before. Let's see how this does work out. Oh my freaking payback. Wow, that was a lot of damage. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Psychic Fangs here up against the Clotsire. And then swap into the Corviknight. We still have 2 shields. This might be doable, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll see how this does work out here. All right, going for the payback. All right. See, now this is the time where I'm happy I have payback because we're doing a good amount of damage, but we're not lowering our stats. And they have a Feraligatr. Is Corviknight going to be able to pull this off? And I throw and catch, folks. I throw and catch. Did you see that? See, all right, now our turn to catch. Will that catch turn the tides of battles and make it so we were able to pull this win off here? So down they go. We still have a shield left. What's happening here? We have to look out for a catch. You know they're going to try to catch here. So we'll go ahead and shield up this Stone Edge. What's going on? Try to catch. Go ahead. There it is. Now we'll throw a air cutter here. This is not going to be enough. All right, a couple more and we're taking them out. And then we'll just go for our own air cutter here. So throwing and catching helped me pull that win off. That was pretty nice. See, that's kind of telling you could turn the battle around. So yes, it does take skill, but I mean, to get it down perfectly, a lot of times people are very well aware sometimes for the most part, and it's just annoying. I know, like, what kind of a lame excuse is that? Well, if you want to win, then you got to try, right? Yeah, yeah, but you got to calculate in the lag too. And again, so a lot of times you just throw and they just KO you, okay? Because they're just going to keep on quick attacking because they either don't know or your timing was just 1 second off. And don't do this, not do the count. You got to count. Counting stuff, it's good. I do it, right? But it doesn't determine whether or not you're going to be able to catch 100%, all right? Anyways, down goes the Corsola. They have a Blastoise with, of course, Rollout, right? You know what's funny? Off topic here, but I've been playing Pokemon. It's not Pokemon, it's actually Digimon Crystal on my Game Boy Color, the modified one with the backlight, and they did a good job. This has every single Pokemon replaced with Digimon, even more. They evolve all like 4 times, some of them. It's crazy. It's so good. Dialogue and everything. So anyways, God, what was I even talking about? All right. What do we got? A Cradily out here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go for the Psychic Fangs. Let's see what we have going on. Are we in a good position here? Looks like we may be. I was yapping. Oh boy, this is going to do it. I think we're not going to be able to pull this one off. It's going to be pretty close though. Alright, now swap. Maybe can we catch? Oh, we were trying to catch. Alright, it's over. We lost. Good game, good game, good game. Or did we? We had energy on the Corviknight. Let's freaking go. We had enough for a payback. I forgot about that. All right. Even in the game, I was like, oh, I have energy. Let's go. All right. So a, oh, wow. Yeah, that's a horrible lead. Yep, we're definitely going to be swapping, bringing in the Corviknight. They're going to be bringing in their Skeledirge here. And yeah, this is not a good matchup. So this is what I'm talking about, where it's almost impossible to win. Hard counter in the front, quick move. Hard counter in the middle. So you're like, okay, well, build your... All right, well, let's see how this works out. Let's see. All right, bringing back the water. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go for the Bone Club here. Letting it go because that thing's a tank. Swapping into our electric. And they have a grass which resists our electric. Yes, we do have Psychic Fangs, but let's see how this works. And we have 2 shields left. It doesn't really matter. Even if I had 3 shields at this point, I don't think it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if I had 12 shields, okay? So we're going to go ahead and throw that here. We do have the shield because at this point, they're KO'd. But this quick move damage is just going to KO us. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing that we can do to make this work. So that's exactly what I'm talking about, how sometimes it doesn't require skill. There's nothing you can do. This is the example right here. No shots against the person I was going up against. Good game. But I just wanted to make that point. All right. So you have a good example of catching, trying to turn the game around. And then that game right there where there's just there's just absolutely nothing you can do. And look at this person. Tell me what they're going to do. Screwed in the front, right into a Corviknight. Now it's my turn. All right, this is what I'm talking about. Here I go on a rant. This is what I'm talking about where it's just like either hard for you to pull off the win, you got to make a miracle thing happen, or it's like you're just going to lose or you're just going to win. It's just like boo, boring. And then you have all these people out here. Well, technically, according to my calculations, if you double tap and you don't let the quick move sneak through, and you shield here, like, give me a break. Let's not get too stupid about this. All right. Anyways, back on track, getting a little aggressive here. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and let that go. Seeing that we still have the Morpeko here. Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap. We're looking good. And there's nothing they can do. Do you see? There's nothing they can do there. All right? Nothing. Bye. Good game. All right? No skill. All right. Anyways, next one. We have a Togekiss. All right? So we seen this before. It's pretty good. They do get to the charge moves pretty quick with Peck. Pretty quick. It is going to be interesting, though, to see Togekiss running around here without Charm. And Dragons. Still going to be a little bit screwy. So Dragons, if you have some sort of a Steel or Rock move for those Togekiss. Anyways, going to go for the Rock Slide here. And they catch with their Dusclops. Very nice catch. Very nice. Now, we are Dark type, but let's see how much Ghost does. Oh, Ice Punch. Never mind. Going for the Ice Punch. Of course they are. And we're going to go for the Aura Wheel there. And they are going to be bringing in Claydol. So we're going to go ahead and throw a Dark move. Do they want to shield it up? Of course they are. Okay. Okay, the game is a little super slow whenever you freaking change forms. So they are shieldless at this point. We do have Payback. So we're looking like we can pull this off here. This is going to be a pretty close one. And I do believe this is going to be our last one as well. Bringing back the Togekiss, we're going to go ahead and go for the Air Cutter here. And we do have a Marowak, but it's very low, so it's not ideal to bring it in right now. So this is going to be a pretty nerve-wracking one. At this point, we're going to shield it up, and then we're going to farm them down. Let's see if we can do this, folks. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, come on. Survive this, buddy. Come on, survive this. And then just farm them down. Let's go, and then Payback. And we're going to be able to pay them back. Let's get it. Nope, this is not the last battle. We got a couple more. That was stinking close. Marowak. Oh, and then the Corviknight was still alive in the back with like 2 or 1 HP. We take that win. Next game, tell me what they're going to do here. Togedemaru. All right, well, I don't have a hard counter to this. Technically, it's a Dark type, but they can pull it off. Look at how much. Look at that. Look at that. Shadow Punch still does a good amount of damage to my Dark type. But technically, we are countering them. So let's see how they pull this off here. They should be able to overcome the situation, but let's see if they want a double shield here. All right, so getting to the next charge move, this is going to easily one-shot. It's now a Dark move now. They're a Ghost. They're double shielding, okay? So this is how they can pull it back, is by double shielding. And if I screw up and they get alignment, then they're going to look good. So I let it go, and I get to the Psychic Fangs. This isn't going to cut it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Oh my gosh, come on, wait. One more quick move. Oh my goodness, oh, we did do it. Wow. They're shieldless, bringing in an Avalugg, bringing in Corviknight. Let's go. And we can take these moves, no problem here. We're going to go for a Payback, of course, but they're going to be swapping. We're going to go right into our Marowak, and we can let all of these moves go easy money. So yeah, we didn't really hard counter them, but do you see how screwed you are if you lose that lead, especially if it's bad? Electric and Steel. Yeah, taking that win there, looking good. Moving it on. What are we going to see? A Cradily. So this is not great for me at all whatsoever. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Morpeko, which is still not good. A Grass Lead, or at least Cradily is not great for me. You know, it's really awesome how it's like number 1, or not number 1, not even close, but it's like on the top. It's on the top now, and I really wanted it to be good back in the day. Remember, it's one of my favorites, and it's just so awesome to see it finally up at the top now. It's pretty cool how it crept up like that. All right, so we do have a Drapion out here, hitting me with an Aqua Tail. Thank you for showing me that. Gonna go for another Psychic Fangs. I do believe they shield this up as well. Oh no, let it go. Okay, I'm thinking of another one. So we have 1 shield left. Okay, they have 1 as well. Down we go, bringing in Marowak. They swap, bringing in their Cradily, bringing in, of course, the Corviknight. And this is our last battle here, folks. So if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. If you do enjoy these battle videos, yes, please hit the like button. Otherwise, I won't be uploading very many at all. All right, so looks pretty interesting here. It's getting pretty close, farming them down. They have 1 shield left. Ooh, they have a lot of... Ooh, that's a fire type. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Full health on the Marowak. Let's bait him. We have to bait him. Come on, shield. Oh, boy. Come on. We have to make it to the Rock Slide. Can they swap right now? We're gonna let this charge go. What is going on? I'm going crazy over here. Bringing in Drapion, we have what? Wow. So we're gonna sneak this through, go Rock Slide. Wow. Wow, let's get it. There you go, folks. There you go. Good last battle. Great last battle. Hey, anyways, thank you for stopping by. Hope you did enjoy these battles, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.